Yeah, now, as you read by the title, alright, this video is about a specific group of firefighters, alright? And what they did is they revolutionized pretty much emergency exits altogether, alright? And why it's kind of rare to see, certain types of buildings anymore. So let's go over the pretext of how the Worcester Six got their name and what they did. Alright? So, let's go ahead and go back to the late 80s, right? Now in Worcester, Maine, there was a meat storage place, alright? Like those like cold products like dairies, meats, anything that needs to be kept cold. Alright? And there were no windows in the place. Why were there no windows? Because sunlight fucks up meat. Seriously, that's why. I mean, I forget the name of it, but it was in Worcester, Maine. Alright? And it had shut down probably a few decades before, and now it was just a place for homeless people to, live. Well, anyway, here we are. Of course, and obviously, if I'm telling you, and it involves firefighters, it caught fire. And nobody knew if those homeless people were in the building. So 2 firefighters were sent in. Alright? To go find them. 5 minutes pass. 10 minutes pass. 15 minutes pass. Command, we are lost in this building. They got lost. Alright, that's never a good thing to hear. Modern fire gear only can last 3 seconds of direct heat contact. Back then, I think it was just like 1 second. Not looking good, is it? Well, anyway. The battalion chief sends in 4 people to get those firefighters. Alright, I'm sending in 4 people to go find you. Hang in. 5 minutes pass. 10 minutes pass. Battalion chief, this is rescue team. We are lost. They got lost too. Alright? This ain't looking good. Alright? This isn't looking good for anybody. Alright? Well, as you can imagine, if it ain't looking good, and it's one of the most dangerous jobs, there's a chance it may not end up well. And unfortunately, it didn't end well. No. All 6. Well, shortly after when they were lost, you could tell this house was going tits up. This house was going, and there was no way of. The battalion chief made a call that almost cost him his job. A little something like, all units evacuate. All units evacuate. We're not sending anybody in. It's too dangerous. Could you imagine that? That's, you know, people wanted him to be fired. People want him to be thrown in jail for murder. So, that was in the late 80s yesterday. Okay? My dad told me about this last night. The Worchester Six. What did they do? Well, and they died. They died. The families of the fallen still hold grudges. But, if he was sent more in, alright, that would be more lives lost. Okay? And you can imagine just, I'm pretty sure it was a tough call on the battalion's chief. Remember, he was in their boots once before. He knows what it's like going inside. He probably did in worse conditions, with worse stuff. He probably hated himself for making that call. To send, to call off the rescues. To call off the rescue team. Nobody else goes in. I'm gonna put you in his boots for a moment. Alright? You got six of your friends stuck in a position where they will die. Alright? But if you send in more of your friends, all those friends combined with all those friends are going to die. Alright? But worse yet, friends you have to send in, their family to rescue. That's, So, now what did they do? Alright, what did they do? Well, they are the reason that we have those fire exits. Why we have those emergency exits. Alright, in lines, in some buildings, pointing to wherever the exit is. That's why. Alright, and that's another reason why fire alarms, a lot of fire alarms have lights built into it. Alright? And what they are actually designed to do is that way when they show you a path to the exit. Alright? That's what they're actually designed to do. That's what those lights are for. Other than, they're great for getting attention, and that's their purpose. To map a way to the exit. Alright? And then the noise. Sometimes you can't see it, but that is one high-pitched ass. Okay. You look up, there it is, shining like shining like the Lord's shining like the Lord's light. That's what they're actually designed to do, and the reason they did that is because of the Worcester Six. I couldn't have, the battalion chief made one hell of a call. And I'm pretty sure to this day, he hates having to lose firefighters. All right, losing one firefighter is bad. Losing six, it's painful. And then 9/11's 343. But the Worcester Six. The reason that we have those annoying ass, fire alarms, have those strobe lights that nobody likes. They did it, and it took 6 firefighters to prove why. You know, you would think that's common sense, you know, to do that, but you know, common sense would also mean that those 6 firefighters didn't die the way they did. You know, and as for people who they were sent in to find, you know, the initial team, yeah, those homeless people, they were out. So yeah, the Worchester 6 people. You know, if you have any other question, you know, if you have any questions, or if that answered a question that you had in your head that you didn't want to say out loud, like, why the hell do these things have lights and beeping, you know, and the beeps and shit? That's why, actually. All right. Because I think it was like a year later, you know, in Maine, fire alarms had to have a pulsating light, a strobe light, you know, lining the hallways, all right, showing you where to go, you know, to get to the fire exits, well, to get the emergency exits, and you know, a few years later, then came the sound, all right, and guess what? That's for the same reason too, because sometimes you can't see the lights, but you can sure as hell hear the high-pitched pulsating noise. All right, you know, and that's why, honestly. Okay, so if you ever had any wonder, you know, if you ever wondered why they had that, that's why. And I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. You know, if you enjoyed this, you know, leave a like and leave a comment. You know, actually, you know what, fuck it, I'm not even gonna ask. Just do what you want to do. You know, I'm not, you know, this channel ain't, you know, ain't here to get fame and glory. I hope we don't, because more subscribers means more content, and there's only so much tobacco you can do on a gas station, you know, you can get from a gas station. So I'm gonna end the video here. Yeah, hopefully you're having a wonderful day. If not, just think of for those who know me, just think of all the stupid shit I've done. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave the video here, you know, and I'll see y'all later.